Hello, my name is Mpho Mutubi. I grew up in the 60s, just when apartheid was launched, just when Verwoerd was sort of assassinated by Zafenders. And it was during that time that this soul was brought to this earth. Grew up in a township in Soweto, had dreams, and was involved in many a demonstration, many strikes, and many skirmishes with the apartheid government, as all of my peers were at that time. Now that I'm in my twilight years, I wanted to take it easy, relax, look at my grandchildren and enjoy them, and enjoy the easy life that old age brings with it. If there's anything like that, though. But then something happened that shook me to the core. I never thought I will enter this kind of ring in my life. What did I do? Or what is it that shook me to the core? The present state of our country did that. Years back, I wasn't worried about a lot of things. I knew that we had people who could do that, handle the whole thing together, put everything together. People who could deal with matters that pertain to our history and sort out what it is that they needed to sort out. We came to 1994 and our dreams were just as near as our noses. And we got so happy. And it was before then, when we had our times at Regina Mundi, we will go there and listen to our intellectuals then, listen to the poets then, and we felt like we could touch this South Africa, the new South Africa. It was a dawn of democracy. It was something that we hoped to get at that time. We would listen to people like Ingwapele Madingwane, Africa My Beginning and Africa My Ending. And we were moved to tears and hopeful that something great will come up from this. We listen to Mama Winnie Mandela, Ntato Mutlana, and there are all the rest of them. And in that hall, or in that church, it was like we had this democracy encapsulated inside. And we thought that once we move out from the church, there will be freedom. But alas, or lo and behold, we were met with tear gases. And then we ran towards the Spruit River, dunked ourselves in that river, very dangerous, in an attempt to take off or to ward off the stings of the tear gases. And we were so hopeful. When 94 came up, or just before then, 76 came up, it was something else. We participated in the strikes. We were furthermore tear gassed and sjambocked and got our butts kicked into the vans. But we never gave up. we came on again and again until somehow 1994 happened. And we thought, hallelujah, our tears are finally going to be dried up. Our dreams are finally to come up. And our leaders then went on to negotiate at the CODESA. And whatever it is that they negotiated, it's largely unknown to us. When we asked what the contents of those negotiations were, answers that were flimsy were given to us. We really don't know what it is that they discussed, and the so-called sunset clauses that were discussed and agreed upon. We thought, and rightly so at the time, because we had no idea what it is that they agreed with the other side. We thought that the cards they decked were open and frank. And when negotiation was done and dusted, the Constitution was then formed and adopted. We had turmoils at that time, turmoils that could take our country to pieces. And we thought it would be better to go back to the bush. Even though some of us never went to the bush, but we knew that our own bush will be the townships. We thought it would be better for us to restart the whole thing again. But somehow, we were made to believe that things will be okay. And we trusted our leaders. And to be fair to them, they did well when they started. But somehow, along the way, they lost the track. And we forgave them for losing track. And again, administration after administration came in. They also had their fair share of mistakes because they are not perfect beings, as we are all not perfect beings. But then we forgave them again. And now, something else has happened. Something that is threatening to tear us apart once and for all. We hear of many people that claimed to have helped us fight our wars during apartheid. Whether they did that or not, that's another story altogether. I don't know. I have no idea. I just heard, or most of us just heard. It was reports after reports, but latest with social media, we're able to know what it is that they were doing outside there. And it was not pretty. And we never heard of people who claim to have helped us with monies. We're not sure whether that has been done, because the apartheid clamps were so tight that money could not be brought in such numbers. If it was given, maybe it was given to those people who actually were leaders of those organizations that purportedly were there to help us. We just don't know. If others do know, maybe they are inside the whole thing. What is it that I want to get people to know? Why is it that I want to throw my head in the ring? Why not just enjoy my twilight, be happy, look at my grandkids and get happy and wait for my coffin to arrive? Why? There is something called posterity. Our grandchildren are not meant to suffer what we went through. And this is why I'm entering the ring. I may not be the toughest of people in the ring, but even my toe or my finger will make a difference. This is my intention to enter this ring. Ill-prepared as I am, being driven by emotions, yes. Driven by what is going on around the country, yes. Given by my patriotism, yes. I intend to bring out whatever it is that is in my heart. All the dreams that I had before when I grew up and post-1994, the dreams that I had, the concepts of building the country that I had, the books that I've written, the letters I've posted and given to different organizations, even the government itself, to try and help out in creating jobs and creating careers. I thought only yesterday that perhaps it's time for me to do that, to bring that out in the open. That it cannot only be inside the books, it has to be outside there and be consumed and read by many. And I hope that with my input or my contribution, things could get better. We are told again by those who are intellectuals and political leaders that we are a lazy bunch. That what is it that we can do? I'm going to try and say something about that during the coming weeks and months. With your support and those that think that they can support, I would like to be associated with them, to hold hands together with them, and let's get South Africa working. Let's show in our own imperfect ways that there's something that we can do. It is not that we don't have anything to do or know what to do. It is that the doors that are said to be open all the time in municipalities, in government, we are told that the doors are open and we have to bring up our own proposals and stuff like that. But all those things have never seen the light of day. I am prepared to say that from today, ill-prepared as I am, to try and bring out whatever it is that the education that I had given me. In fact, when I look at the word education, in French or in Latin, so to speak, it comes from the word called educare or educare, whatever it is. But it means to bring out from within yourself, outside, whatever it is that is inside you, bring it out to the open. So whatever it is that's implanted in me, the little bit that I have and know, I shall try to bring it out for our kids and kids' kids to consume and thrive thereby. I'm inviting you from today, those who are watching me, although this is not polished up, the setting is not that good, but I said to myself, if I have to feed the stray cat that I have in my yard and polish myself up, the spirit with which I'm speaking to you right now will surely dwindle or vanish. So rather, let me just get in as unprepared as I am, and hopefully in days to come, everything, the setting will be okay, the props will be right, but I couldn't wait for that. I just had to throw the hat in the ring. I propose that I shall be bringing something that will create thousands of jobs. I'm not talking about a few jobs. I'm talking about thousands of jobs. I propose to bring something or concepts of business and careers and innovative ideas that could be exported to other neighboring countries and make them do something about their systems as well. I am not an intellectual. I am not a politician. I am not educated to that extent. But I know that what is in me could also benefit others outside there. I hope to bring that to you. If I fail, I will fail forward or fail having tried. My people, I think from today, you've got someone in your corner that will help our kids. I know that I'm not the only one. I cannot pretend to be the only one that knows things. But my experience is that I've seen a lot of people who were interviewed on radio stations, who had ideas that the whole world could gobble up. But then again, these ideas just fizzled out and died with them. I'm going to throw my hat in the ring and challenge those who are intellectuals to put things together that will make our municipalities thrive. That in making our municipalities thrive, our communities, our townships and villages will see something they've never seen before. Ideas and concepts of careers and businesses that they've never seen before. I haven't seen them as well. I wrote about them in my books that you'll see some other day. And with those, I will strive to bring them out to the open. This podcast will come up with ideas and concepts that are an open source, meaning that I will not hide them from anyone. Why should I do that? Or why would I do that? I am a dinosaur of 66 years old. I haven't much to live for. I don't think I have another 66 years to live. I don't think so. I don't want to. But then again, I cannot just go and be an ancestor someday and people pray to me or ask me for help. I'd rather do it now before I go. Wait for this. Keep this podcast open. Watch this space. And I know it will not be disappointing. Thank you. Ankhenza. Siyabonga. Sabulela. Realeboga. Realeboga. Dankie. Thank you, South Africa. Thank you. Bye.